Hey, what's up everyone? I'm on a consistent pattern right now of making videos, so since I'm on a roll of sharing personal experiences and my thoughts, I'm going to keep doing that now. So, go ahead and feel free to like, subscribe, feel free to hit the bell, and you can be notified when I make videos if you're interested in that. And thank you for all the kindness and all the lovely comments. So, this is going to be a personal experience that happened for me around the time that I entered high school. First of all, if you don't already know that, they are amongst us. They are here already. Whatever they are is up for debate. But my personal experience is from around 2009. It was 2009 when I first entered 9th grade and I was a freshman in high school. My mama and I were at the laundromat. We went to the laundromat in town, and then we stopped by the Walmart afterwards. Well, no. Okay, I went there afterwards. We went to the laundromat afterwards, and we got detergent. I was going in there to get detergent and get some things in Walmart for her and check out the electronics section and just look and see what they had. And I think I also was going to get a Scooby-Doo that was there. And what happened was, when I walked in, she waited in the vehicle first. My mama waited in the vehicle, and then later she had got out and went to another section. And these people, there was this man and a woman. There was this, well, they acted like humanoids or robots. And this is around the time my other experiences with dealing with things like this. They looked like these very stern, strict people. Basically, so, okay, it was 2009. I'm walking in that Walmart, and they follow me. And there's two grown-ups, I suppose, this male and a female, and a young girl. A child, I guess. Not really a child, she was actually a little bit younger than I was. Almost my age, but since I was about 15 at the time, she was a little bit younger than I was. And they walked it was almost like they had singled me out. And they walked in this very robotic way, stern way, like the Secret Service would do. And they were walking straight ahead, and she was kind of just walking with them, and she was more kind of just, like, ha, hee hee, ha ha, just kind of smiling in a way. They walked straight ahead and stopped suddenly, and they were right behind me. And I'm looking at them, and I stop and look at them, kind of freaked out the way they look at me. They stop, and they turn their head at me sideways. They turn it to the right and look at me. And then suddenly, she smiles, and she points her arm out, directly pointing with her index finger at me, pointing directly at me. And I'm thinking, why are they singling me out? And I get an eerie, weird, strange feeling. And I start wondering, what the heck is this about? And she points at me, and then they do that. And they look at me, and they kind of give a stern look, straight ahead, like him. And then they raise their sunglasses over their eyes. They acted like Men in Black, or just Secret Service agents or something. And they looked at me like, well, what are you going to do? And I'm just bewildered, sitting there like, okay, this is freaky. Then they started coming toward me and following me. And she was like, me. They singled me out. And they started following me. And then they were everywhere that I was. Then they never left the store. They just vanished. They disappeared completely. But they were... I was so worked up about that when we got to the laundromat afterwards, and I had told my mom about it right when I left Walmart, and then when we got to the laundromat, I looked up on my phone, about our robots amongst us, our, humanoids amongst us, humanoid family units, parental units, and they acted like parental units, and she acted like the child. And I was thinking, I was looking up out of this world, as people would say, things. Anything. I was looking up anything to explain what had just happened, and I couldn't find anything about it. So I just moved on, and then Hannah Montana was on the TV in the laundromat. They had it on Disney Channel back when they actually, had decent things on the TV to watch when you were in places, besides just news and the fake news crap of, like, let's leave it on CNN or some kind of a cable news station or something like that. They'll just leave it on some channel. You can't change it, or you can't hear it anyway. But back then you could actually turn it to what you wanted to and watch it. But now it's just all mind-controlled, programmed crap. But what had happened at the time, that was weird, that was freaky, that was a personal experience. There was another situation where people's eyes would change, like on the TV show Grimm. Their face would change, and then they quickly turn their head back, and it would change back. And I've had several people do that. I've had a person that was coming toward us on the road. They were driving, this guy and he changed into a reptilian form in a business suit. He was wearing a business suit, and they say they're in prominent positions and business positions, and so who knows. And he was driving straight up toward us, and then all of a sudden he changed form back, and I witnessed it. I just told my parents right as I witnessed it. I was in the back seat of the truck, and when that happened at Walmart in 2009, I told my mama about it, and my daddy had a situation where he witnessed this person, and there was this humanoid girl, and she was stuck to the window, looking outward. She was stuck to the window of this vehicle. He just picked her up just like just like she was a robot, a humanoid robot. At the time, that was not something that was commonplace. You didn't hear about anything like that back then. That was more of like a science fiction, futuristic type thing. But she looked so real, and she was climbing the window like a creature, like she's experiencing the world for the first time. And my daddy said he witnessed that when he was coming out of the store, and he was putting her in the back of the vehicle, and then she just climbed the window, and she was on the back of the vehicle like a science fiction show. And she was on the window. All four limbs, her arms and her legs, were somehow suctioned to the window of the back of the vehicle. And somehow she was able to climb the wall like a supernatural show, science fiction show. And my daddy witnessed that, and he called us. And the guy had stated, and he didn't want to tell what had happened, because what the guy had told Daddy, he's witnessed a lot too. I've witnessed a lot. We've all witnessed a lot. But what he had told him was not a word. He said, "Don't you say a word. If you do, I'll know." And that's what the individual had told Daddy. He told him, "If you do, I will know." And he was afraid to make a phone call about it. And so he was very shook up about it. And that girl, that woman, or she was just looking up at the birds and was controlling the birds, kind of just looking at them, turning her head like an animal, like she was an animal, like she was not real or not human. She was either like a humanoid or some kind of a shape-shifting being, robot, I don't know, but it freaked him out. That's all I know. And he happened to witness it, and the guy was putting her back in the back of the vehicle. And she just climbed the window. She suctioned and he was coming back. Oh, I know what that. Okay, he witnessed her in the back. That's what it was. He witnessed her in the back of the vehicle. And the guy was coming back and he said, "What are you doing?" He asked the girl, the humanoid girl, "What are you doing?" I don't know if she was wearing clothes or if she was wearing, I don't remember, like ordinary, I don't remember. But he asked her, like, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to be, get down from there." And she was somehow suctioning to the window, the windshield. And then he picked her up and put her in the back. Like, just folded her, like, just put her up like she was just some kind of a humanoid or some kind of a machine, like a robot or artificial intelligence or some kind of a shapeshifter or something. And it freaked him out. It freaked Daddy out. And he was afraid to tell us, and then over the phone, but he told part of it. He just said, "I've got something, I don't know, I don't know. I can't tell you what happened." He said, the guy said that not a word. If you even talk, I'll know. That's what he stated. That if he even told it, he'll know. And it took him a long time before he was even able to get the guts to tell it. So that's what happened. He had to tell it when he got home. Also, I've had situations where he'll tell us a story. Now, this is freaky. He'll tell us an experience of someone he knew. Daddy knew this person, and he told us an experience. This is also freaky, but he told us an experience where, the person drove into this area or whatever, and then it was the wrong area. And then, years later, in detail, Daddy tells that same story. And Mama and I were saying, "You've already told us this story, the entire thing." And he said, "I couldn't have. It just happened." And this was years ago, before the Mandela effect phenomenon was commonplace. And he stated, "I couldn't have told you this. This just happened this week." And we were like, okay. But every detail of the story we had already heard. And it's like we heard it from another version of his consciousness, another version of him. It's freaky when that happens. It really is. Now, I've had many experiences, and that was a shift where he had told us that, but now he never did. But what I just told you, all those experiences are humanoid experiences, and that is what leads me to believe and know they are here amongst us. They are amongst us. These beings, these things, and I know they are, but I don't know all of what is going on. None of us do. There's good and there's bad. There's positive and negative. But as far as what he witnessed, we don't know to this day. But it was, and what I witnessed with those individuals pointing me out, singling me out, and people seemingly knowing about me, knowing my name, knowing all about me, saying that I'm something special, something chosen or large, something amazing, and all kinds of things, and people like you. And what he witnessed, what Daddy witnessed, that humanoid, that shape-shifting situation, it was like they were artificial. It's not even, you can't even put it into words. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here before it shuts off on me. But I just had to share these personal experiences, these 3 or 4 personal experiences. Peace and much love. Share your thoughts. And stay awake, stay aware. Peace. God bless you all, and I hope to speak with all of you again very soon. Bye. We're living in some very, 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 very important times. Peace. Bye.